This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the LD Micro Invitational in Bel Air, California. I have with me Scot Cohen of Petro River Oil. It's a publicly traded company, and the symbol is PTRC. Scot, welcome to SNNLive.
Thanks for having me, Shelley.
It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Let's start out with an overview of Petro River Oil.
Great. So Petro River Oil is a exploration company. We've got 6 projects that we are developing right now, 3 in the U.S., 3 in Western Europe. We've got everything from exploration and then development projects. One of the exploration wells that we're drilling right now in Northern Ireland is a very large target. It's onshore, and if successful, we might be able to put a couple 100 million barrels on our balance sheet with just that project alone.
You don't sound like a MicroCap company. You've got projects going on different continents. Describe what kind of company you really are.
Well, before running Petro River, I was running a private equity fund that just invested in oil and gas. Before that, a hedge fund out of New York. So I've got a lot of experience working in oil and gas projects. We're set up like a financial company, a private equity fund that happens to be public. But we took large stakes in 6 projects, and we took a stake in a private operator called Horizon. Between the Horizon Group and Petro River, we put $20 million of just our own capital together for these projects. We partner with Horizon, so we have control of each one of the projects. And we aren't global explorers. When you put the whole portfolio together, some has got much more risk associated with it, but the lower developmental projects that we work on, when you put it all together, we only need one right to have a company that can go from a microcap to a much bigger small cap or maybe a mid cap.
So I'm going to ask you a question. Where did you get such good timing? Seemingly, the price of oil was depressed when you were looking around for projects, it sounds like. Am I on the right path?
You are. Sadly, when I started the last fund, which was about 8 years ago, oil was closer to $110, $120. And then the price of oil dropped, as we all know. And then on this last leg, when that oil price dropped, it was due to the financial crisis, the meltdown. This leg up, when the oil went back into the hundreds and crashed again, it was for the main reason, shale producers. Shale producers flushed the market with oil, and America became one of the biggest producers in the world, taking production from 5 to 10 million barrels a day. And we just simply got too good at it. Supplies ran all over the country, and we were abundant. We had too much oil. And then that caused the crash. It just so happened that we were able to get our restructuring done in the midst of the crash. But these projects became available. They were being in the midst. They've been working on them for years, but we just got control of them really when oil hit the low 20s. So we were able to put all these projects together literally within the last 6 months. We had the capital, we have the teams, and now we have the assets.
What's your cost coming out of the ground? Can you give me an idea?
Very good question. The shale producers, a majority of them, which is 100% of the public companies, their break-even's around $60, $70. It costs a lot of money when you drill conventionally and then you go unconventional. The costs are double to triple for that well, and to operate it's 4 to 5 times more. Our cost, conventional, we're not putting any simulations on those wells, just conventional wells using 3D, are averaging between $20 and $30. And some of the basins are actually lower, under $1, and some of them are actually higher, closer to $30. But when you average it all together, we're talking about $20 lifting costs, which would make us profitable at a oil scenario where it's in the 20s and 30s, actually.
Who are you selling to once you become a producer?
Well, we'll sell into pipeline. In Northern Ireland, there's already established pipeline for the gas. For the oil, we'll have it probably trucked until we get infrastructure. But every one of the basins that we're working in has infrastructure. We're selling right into the pipeline, which will be selling into the refinery.
So you're also a potential target, aren't you?
I think the projects that we're in, everything's going to be a potential target. Is our company a target? Well, we would be if and when we de-risk these plays and we're producing in some of the exploration assets. we'll be approached by a lot of industry players. In fact, 2 of the 6 projects we've already been approached by and we farmed out, which means we put no capital in and we're getting free carry on those wells. So the industry's starting to see the work that we're doing. We're shooting everything with 3D, and we're now getting traction from the industry to pay us to put their money to work and give us a free carry on those wells. And if I had it my way, I'd like to get carried on every project that we're doing.
Where do you see the company in 2017? I know 2016 is not over yet. We're halfway through. Where do you see it?
We're drilling 9 wells this year. Petro River is completely funded. We don't have an ounce of debt on our balance sheet. We've got 2 years of operating capital after we've already funded 9 wells. So we're drilling the exploration well in Northern Ireland right now, 2 wells here in California in Kern County. We're drilling 6 wells in Oklahoma, and we've got 2 wells going down, another 2 wells going down in the UK. Altogether, we're going to be bringing on quite a bit of production this year, if successful, in all of them. But even if we have success in even a fraction of the portfolio, if we hit one tight curve that we're looking for, we're just plenty of running room. We'll just keep repeating. You'll see more farm outs for us. And if we hit success in one of the exploration wells, you're going to see a very big increase in our share price.
Let's get your website out there for more information.
It's PetroRiverOil.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scot Cohen, Petro River Oil. It's a publicly traded company, and the symbol is PTRC. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the 2016 LD Micro Invitational in Bel Air, California. Scott, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It's a real pleasure. Thank you.
My pleasure.